fuck was that?
All right. Welcome to What the Fuck Did I Dream Last Night? This is episode 18. I'm Jaynee.
And I'm Jess. Hi, guys.
I wasn't going to stop. Jess has just started cracking up with how I started that, and I wasn't stopping, though. I was going.
I'm laughing at my dog here. My dog's trying to help us guys, and his head's just right on the keyboard. He's just insists on laying next to me while I do this. So
Because it's cold. He needs snuggles.
it's not that cold here. It's still pretty cold. It's like 50. We
Oh,
cold.
That's not cold.
We cold.
That's warm.
So what's up?
Nothing. I got really excited today because I got pencils. Like the good pencils.
I feel like old school pencils. How are you sharpening that?
With first off, these ones come sharpened, which was a bonus.
What happens when it gets dull?
I bought a little pencil sharpener.
Wow. So do you remember how those pencils, like, I remember when we were in school, people, you were like pretty well off if you had like the Bic pencils.
Yeah.
Like the ones that, like, those are called?
I don't know.
No, the pencils where you don't need to sharpen them. So you just hit the eraser and it comes out the bottom.
Mechanical pencils?
Mechanical pencils, that's it. So I don't know when mechanical pencils came off. What is Bic? That's a lighter.
No, Bic makes them.
Oh, do they? Okay, cool.
Bic also makes lighters. Bic also makes razors. They just do it all.
Man, go Bic. But they make masks now too.
Probably.
So yeah, I remember you got your pencil box all ready for school, and if you didn't have that little sharpener, like she has like a little handy dandy sharpener now for her new pencils. If that wasn't with you, then you had to get up in class and go to the pencil sharpener. And,
I don't think I ever had a sharpener with me. I think I always had to get up in class.
I pretty much always did too, because that in my mind, those kids were like well off. They had a pencil sharpener, or else they had mechanical pencils, and the rest of us kids, us average Joes, had those doll pencils that broke half the time. You're in the middle of a test, and you're like, "Shit!" You have to go sharpen your pencil. Oh,
so I'm almost certain we talked about pencils on this podcast already, because what I'm about to bring up, I think we already talked about, because I thought the well-off, bougie people or the kids that had the 5mm lead instead of 7. You have any 5 lead? I'm pretty sure we've had this conversation here.
I don't remember. I might have been drunk, but man,
I could be making it up, but I swear that was a thing.
Oh, and then and so I usually didn't have mechanical pencils. So if I found one on the floor that I knew wasn't someone's, man, that was a great day. Or if I forgot a pencil and then someone gave me their mechanical pencil, what a great person. That's how I saw those people. You've probably given me so many mechanical pencils.
I feel like I was the kid that never had a pencil.
Or
if I had a mechanical pencil, it had one piece of lead. I'm like, I have to make this last all day until tomorrow morning.
And you had 4 tests that day. You're like, I'm so fucked.
Do you know, remember how when you had to take the Scantron sheets, and for the longest time they told you that the lead doesn't work on those and you had to use a wooden pencil? That's bullshit. And that would be the day that I would have, look, I got my mechanical pencil today. And they're going to be Scantron.
They were on sale at Giant Eagle that day. So your mom bought you 4 packs.
Yes, we'll read it.
I forgot about that bullshit. Oh, man.
That was when we took the PSSAs and all that. And I'm like, you have to have your wooden pencil and make sure you have an extra one that's sharpened in case it breaks, because you can't get up during those tests.
Oh, yeah. I used to have 7. But I couldn't have one. Mind you, 7 of those pencils cost far more than a mechanical pencil. In my head, mechanical pencils weren't that expensive, but in my head they were. Meanwhile, my mom was just probably no, we just have 8,000 old school pencils here, so use them. Man, I didn't realize how much pencils really affected my psyche and self-esteem as a child.
I just realized we just went off about pencils for 5 minutes, and we definitely
drinking.
No, I just drank some
for
hot
a
chocolate.
long time here.
This might be like one of my first times I'm like sober recording.
Oh God, we're screwed.
Pencils. Oh no, my dad used to get these from work, and I always like the very greenness up here.
Yeah, those are good ones.
What was another pencil thing? It was what? Oh, I'll bring it back around to the actual podcast that we do. I got these so I have sketching pencils now.
I had a dream last night. I was trying to convey my dream, like wondering if you would sketch it appropriately.
And hold on, I connected to everything. Hold on. Everything was just a little too far away from me there. I also bought a sketchbook.
Are you showing it to me?
I am, and your camera's off. She doesn't want to see my blank sketchbook.
Oh, stop. This is awesome.
So, yeah. And then I finally bought a calendar for 2021 because I normally get like 50 of them, like from my grandma's and stuff on Christmas, but we're not really going to see anybody. And I'm like, I guess I got to buy myself one this year.
You're just like holding your breath till 2021 actually comes.
Right.
In case it's like everything else this year that's been canceled. Sorry, guys. 2021 is canceled. We're just going to have 2020.2.
Yeah. It's still going to be America. America.
So do you have any updates for us? Any podcast updates?
I don't think I have anything except I do next because this comes out this. See, I don't have a calendar in front of me. Very not prepared today, I feel like. I don't know why.
How do you have a calendar? You just bought a calendar.
That's a 2021 calendar. I need a 2020 calendar.
Don't you have a computer?
I do.
It's in the bottom right-hand corner. If you click...
I don't think it is though.
You have a Mac?
No, I have a Chromebook.
No, oh, okay. Well, what? Today is Monday the 14th.
Well,
shout out Brandon Gernhardt. Happy birthday.
Calendar. Calculate. I don't have a calendar on this thing.
No, if you click the time in the bottom right-hand corner.
No.
Huh. How about that?
Oh. Nope. I'm in settings.
Okay, what do you mean?
Well, I believe that this comes out this Wednesday, which is the 16th?
Yes.
Okay, and then next Wednesday is the 23rd, correct?
Yes.
Look at me. I didn't need no calculator or calendar.
See?
I do have something fun, I think, planned for next week that's Christmassy. So that's fun. That's all I was trying to say. I know. Sorry. Took the long way around there.
All right.
But this week, we're going to go dark.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I'll just bring y'all down here real quick.
Mine's a little dark. It's still dark with a spin. A little funny, but...
Mine's just like sad. Not sad. It's just uncomfortable. It's weirdly. It's just.
Mine's kind of Halloween-y, but you go first. What you got? Okay. Any disclaimers?
Yeah, a little bit. We do. I'm gonna start talking about like funerals and deaths, and I feel like maybe a little bit of violence.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but I said I needed to do
around. All right.
I know. Sorry. I said that I needed to do another like dark one that I had because I feel like everyone thinks I'm lying that I don't have shitty dreams. All right. It's kind of a short dream though. So,
okay.
So this dream takes place in a funeral home and a cemetery. Starting off with a bang here. It's all like at the same place, like the building, and then the cemetery is kind of like set up behind it. And hi, Miles. Buzz. Miles would like to be in the podcast today. Look at that, buddy.
Sorry. Okay.
So it's nighttime, and I kind of picture it like how it's like wintry time because like it gets like it's dark outside, but like you know how it gets dark early. It's not like we're there in like the middle of the night or
it's
something.
literally the worst.
So we're at this viewing, but it wasn't inside. Like there weren't any like caskets or anything like set up like inside. It was all outside, and it was like on like a cul-de-sac, like you know, like the circle neighborhood. I don't know why I explained that to you. Like you don't know what a cul-de-sac is. And they had like multiple caskets around this cul-de-sac, and they were all closed caskets.
Okay.
And they had like little memory boards like tributing to these people's lives, and they were just like small, like nothing like major, just like real, I don't know, like real like classy funeral-y looking, I guess. That was a thing.
Kind of the pictures, so, like when you go to people's funerals, people put up like memory boards.
Yeah. Like everyone had one of those like on an easel next to the casket.
Yeah.
So, like all these people who have passed, they were like all like my age. They were people that I went to school with, or like people that I've seen like along like the way in my life.
Okay.
So this one friend comes up to me, and he's like, I'm going to pay my respect to such and such. And here, I'll write the name down for you.
Yeah, so that's what I was going to ask you. Did you remember any of the faces or who they were?
This is I don't remember who came up to me and said like, I'm going to such and such's grave to pay the respect, but this is who it was. Can you read that?
Go back. Are you like butchering that last name? The spelling?
Sure, probably am.
Yeah. It should just be okay.
Will this help?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, I don't know how to spell his last name. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I just didn't have it.
It's really bad. Now that I looked at it, yeah. Sorry. Anyways, I spelled it better in my notes. So like this other kid was going to this kid's grave, and I'm like, what? I was like, I didn't know he died. And like he was already like buried and stuff. Like we weren't like there for like his viewing. So we're walking to his grave, and we see all these people like heading up this big hill with candles. And we're like, oh my gosh, we're going to miss like the memory service at the water tower. So we went along with the crowd.
That's very like, like, a walk to remember they're like jumping off the water tower and that one kid almost died. Like that's very like 90s or like One Tree Hill or something. Or like
I feel like that's what like I feel like this took place like at our high school, because we had a water tower and like the cemetery was like all up on a hill.
Oh yeah. Gross.
Yeah, I feel like it was like up there, and like I don't know for sure, but that's like kind of, I think I put that together like after my dream. Like, is that where that was? So I said I didn't know he died, and like we were walking up there. Oh, I missed something here. Before like we saw those people, so he must have died from something else than what all these other people died from, because like the way this viewing was, it was like all these people that were dead like died together. So we started walking with the crowd like up to the water tower, and that is all I recall. But it was just such a weird dream because I felt very out of place and I wasn't talking as much in the dream. And normally in my dreams I'm talking and I'm kind of like the main character of my dreams. Right. But like this one I wasn't. It was like almost like I stumbled upon this funeral and then I was just there and I was like, whoa, like what's going on? And it's like I couldn't get answers. But yeah, it just made me feel like something like terrible definitely happened. Like something, I don't know if it was like a violence thing or something, that like all these people like died together. And there was probably like 6 or 7 like closed caskets in this cul-de-sac.
Okay, that was my other question, was how many do you think were there And you
I
didn't
don't know,
really
like,
know, you didn't like, you don't remember any of the faces on the memory boards or anything?
no, like, it was just such a quick, like, glance that I saw them. Like, it just seemed like very, 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 like, professional. Like, I don't know why I want to say, like, a professional, but, like,
Like staged
maybe,
almost?
maybe very, very, like, fancy. Like, they were very fancy caskets, very, like,
Over the top.
fancy boards. Like, they weren't just, like, pictures that, like, you just threw up there, like, someone, like, professional,
Right,
like, did
like,
that board,
yeah. Right.
like, stuff like that.
Okay.
Um, so yeah, that was just a little dream, but it's still enough to be like, why the hell did I dream this?
That's enough to definitely make you feel spooky when you wake
Wake
up.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I looked up some things about funeral. Dreams about funerals could mean something has come to an end in your life, that you are letting go of some sort of aspect of your old life or self. I would say this could be about a job, a habit, or something like negative in your life that you're letting go. So then I looked up some things about casket or coffin. So a dream like this could all just stem from fear of death itself. Which for me, I do kind of have that fear more or less. Like, I think I've gotten better with it over the few years, but like I definitely still have like a fear of dying.
Yeah, we talked about that a little bit on this podcast before.
Also, like, this is like, I feel like these like meanings that I was looking into are all pretty like straightforward. But the could also mean that you are losing a loved one, like someone that you know is like close to like death, like maybe like in hospice or something like that,
Right.
or you have lost someone recently. Could also just mean that like you're scared to lose someone. So I feel like a lot of people can relate to that right now, just because COVID. Like,
Right.
you don't want like your grandparents and parents to be getting like sick and everything, because it's scary. So I just feel like that could be like if you're scared to lose someone, that could just be like even having a dream of like your husband, even though he's fine, but you just know that like you don't want like you don't want to lose him, clearly.
Right.
Seeing yourself or a body in the coffin can mean you're going through a depression episode. Or you could be feeling confined in life and need more personal space. Could also need to let go of something negative that's in your life.
Yeah, I mean, it's very like a little versatile, I would say. I don't know what do you feel like any of those? Sometimes I can like relate it back. I think it's just like you said, like kind of COVID and just kind of your own fear. And
Yeah, like
then
I had this dream definitely happened this summer sometime. I really need to get better at dating like my dreams more when I write them down, like when they happen, so I can kind of like look back.
Right.
But I really like when I was reading through things like about like nothing. I don't know if I was like watching something about like, because I felt like kind of was like more about like school shootings or something like that. So I was wondering if like I was watching something about that or like about guns or something that like would trigger it. And I thought about that because today is like the anniversary of Sandy Hook. So I like didn't even put that together when I was first like reading it. So definitely like that wasn't that, but like I watch a lot of weird things and go too far into the internet than I should, and then my brain's like, hey, we got to process all this shit. Yeah, so I'm not really sure why I dreamt this one.
Yeah, it was probably like circling back to something that either you saw in social media or like on the internet. That's if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Well, wow.
I just Googled this because I didn't like the water tower.
Oh yeah.
To see a water tower in your dreams suggest that you are keeping your emotions inside. You may be unable to express your true feelings, especially feelings of love. Alternatively, a water tower indicates false sense of security.
So that's kind of interesting. Everybody was like walking to the water tower.
Yeah, that's like where the memorial was.
Yeah.
I feel like it's possible that like, I mean, but my dream wasn't about a water tower. It was literally like I didn't even see the water tower.
But it was in there though, so
Yeah.
yeah, that's an interesting point. I didn't think to like find symbolism in the water tower, but
Me neither until right now. I just Googled it.
well, yeah, a
But
little
that
dark,
sounds
but
like something that I could relate to more if I remembered like what was happening with that one. But I like struggle when I have like darker dreams, like what to like writing them out. Like it just when I actually write them out, it kind of like fucks with me again because it's like, ew, like my brain came up with all of this. Like
right.
why?
I actually once I start writing them out, I find yeah, I'm like almost a little more impressed with all the detail I remembered.
Uh-huh.
um but yeah, so mine is kind of a little mine's weird. That's pretty much the way to put it, but it's a little eerie, I guess, as well. Um
I'm ready.
it's almost like Halloweeny, but that's just like what it reminded me of, but
You're a couple months late.
I know. And I had this in November, I think early November. So maybe it was Halloween related. Um, so there was a new product out in my dream. It was like a new item like everybody had to have, and it was a matching set of earrings and a necklace. And they were if you remember that game Pretty Pretty Princess, where it was
Oh
like the real
yes.
gawky
Costume jewelry.
yes, exactly. So that's basically what it was. And I remember um more and more people were kind of getting this jewelry, and the way that the jewelry worked, there were certain colors that matched. So like your earring was purple and your necklace was purple, and like you had to wear the same colors, and then you had to make sure that like your earring back was secure and that your necklace was securely put on. And if you had different colors matched, or if your earring back was off, then you were doomed. Like you had really really
Oh.
bad luck. So like you either like death was coming like in the next couple of days, or like you just really bad things were going to happen. So but when the jewelry came out, it's like people didn't know that. So people were just like really drawn, and this was just like the hot ticket item. And the more people kept wearing it, you realize like this is the bad that's happening with it. And the other thing with the jewelry, so what's the appeal? Well, if you put the jewelry on, you it made somebody, whoever was like nearest to you, fall in love with you. Like you're under a spell basically.
Oh.
And like they didn't know, so they were like blindly like in love with you. I mean, to the point like if you walked, I remember it was just like very, very like severe, and it was like just total infatuation. Like if you walked in front of a train, like that person would walk in front of a train like after you, just like, and it's towards anybody. So like whether you're male or female, like whoever you was near you and you wanted to fall in love with you, like would fall in love with you no matter what. So um I don't remember any of the faces in my dream, but so I was like one of the first people, I guess, to like understand what this jewelry was doing. I was like trying to make people aware. And
Mm-hmm.
I remember going down like a long, almost like a hiking path, trying to like stop this one couple from like trying to explain to them what was happening and like connect and like tell them like no no no, you need to put the earring back on, or like something terrible is going to happen, and they were just like blowing me off. And then I was in like almost like a school, and the project for school, I had to write like a book. It was like an assignment and turn it in. And my teacher was like a literal witch, like had like a witch hat type thing. And I realized that the books, this is going to be hard to explain. The the book was like a hard binding. The book was like a hard binding, and there were pins that went into it, almost like it was bound together with like big earring backs, and then I could put like earring backs on the pins of the book. So can you picture like like the circles, like a binder?
Yes.
3-ring binder, but instead of like the rings holding the pages together, it was like a really big earring back.
Okay.
So I recognized that in the book that I had to turn in. Apparently I made the book, and I wrote it. I don't know. But anyways, when I handed it in, I saw that there were 3 earring backs. So I like screwed in an earring to like each one. So then it would like make my teacher fall in love with like my book and like me. So I guess because she was a witch, she wasn't like blindly like in love with me. Like she knew what was happening, but like she couldn't stop it. And it's like she had to like obey the spell. So she had to give me a good grade. She wasn't in love with me though. She just had to give me a good grade.
So did you like come up with all of this? Like, did you create this stuff?
I don't know. I don't think, because I was like trying to stop it. Almost, it seemed like, or like warn people about it.
But you're gonna use it for grades.
Yeah, but that was of all the things that I would use it for, that would be it. Lord help me.
Sure would be.
And it seemed like I was like with another person, and like we were going around trying to like figure out like where did this come from? Like where are people getting this jewelry from? Like how do we stop it? How do we warn them? But I can't like remember all those details. And like I said, I don't remember any of the people that were in the dream with me. And then I woke up shortly after the teacher gave me a presumably good grade.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
If you put the jewelry on and you would take it off, you like that's when something bad would happen to you.
Yeah, and like I didn't witness anything bad happened, but it was like if the necklace broke off or something, and then I would be like put it back on, or like if you don't put it back on, you're gonna like die in the next couple of days. Almost like I kind of get feels from it, like when I think back to it, like gosh, what was that movie where people would die in freak accidents?
Final Destination?
Yeah, almost like Final Destination vibes. Like you're gonna die in the next few days somehow.
Like if you escape the death.
Yeah.
So if you got this jewelry and you put it on, so you're just stuck wearing this gawky jewelry for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
That's terrible.
Yeah, and I kind of think I'm struggling to remember this part as well, but like whoever you fell in love with, I don't know if they had to have like matching jewelry on or not.
Okay.
I can't really remember that part because I don't know why that person was just like in a trance with them. But that's just how the jewelry worked, I guess.
Where'd you buy this jewelry from?
I don't know. I never figured it out.
I'm just really intrigued, and I want more answers.
And like the general concept, it was like whoever was close with you fell in love with you. But then I remember another couple, and it was these 2 guys, and I told the one, like I was telling them, you need to take this off, like something's bad's gonna happen to you. And they were like, no, I'm just so in love. And I knew the one like was trying to put the other in a trance. So the guy that was like the one that was under a spell, if you will, I was like trying to tell him what happened, and he was like, no, I'm so in love with him. It's, nothing can change that. Like you couldn't even get through because these people were so in awe. But I don't know what happened if they took the jewelry off. I don't know if that broke the spell and then they died. I'm not sure, but those were the rules.
I feel like you created this to use it to get better grades. And then
it backfired.
Your witch teacher knew what was happening but had to give you good grades, and then took it, and she was an evil witch and started selling it to people.
Yeah.
So when everybody took it off, she can go hunt them down.
Definitely an evil witch. And I remember I also had to go through like different buildings. It was like a classroom. Oh yeah, then the one part I had to wait, almost like the DMV. I had to like wait to be seen, and people were like sitting there waiting for their like lunch bags to be given to them, and I was like, no, 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 I just need to talk to somebody about this necklace. It was like almost like the campus administration or something, like,
Yeah.
like, no, I need to talk to
What is
someone.
this? There's a show on Netflix about like werewolves and fuck.
That's my favorite.
I
The
know.
werewolf one.
It's the one that I sent you a picture of the girl's hair and said, "Don't you want your hair to look like this?"
I don't know.
It was like werewolves versus magic. The Order.
The Order.
Yes. Good show. Y'all should watch it. But like your dream gives me vibes of that show.
So I
Of like,
do. Oh, I don't think I've watched The Order. I need to watch it.
because
I'm
like
really
there's
into shows like this.
you would like it. Because like it's almost like something was going on and you were trying to like help and figure out like how to fix it all, and that's kind of like what they like fuck with magic and stuff.
Yeah, so I was really like, fun fact about me, I don't even know. When I was younger, I thought I was a witch, like in first grade. Like I
We've
thought I
definitely
could,
talked about this.
yeah, I thought I could like do magic. I thought I was a witch. So like I not an evil one, like a good witch, but there was a show on, it was like something the Witch Mountain when we were kids. It's like Journey to Witch Mountain. Race to Witch Mountain. No.
I don't know that one.
Is this a remake? That's a 2009 show.
Escape to Witch Mountain. There's a 1995 film, Race to Witch Mountain too.
Yeah, that looks. Let's see.
And then there's Escape to Witch Mountain. Oh, yep.
Is it like a brother and a like two?
Yeah, like
boy
this
and a
looks
girl?
like.
Yeah, these girls. Yep. So yeah, yeah. Well, this is the one I found on Yep. So you could here. I'll show you. Because I remember their hands would glow when they would touch. So it was a brother-sister duo possessing psychic powers, pursued by a millionaire who intends to use them for his gain. So they have to like escape to this mountain, I guess, to be safe. So I like loved this show. I was like 5 years old, 6 years old when this came out. And then Sabrina the Teenage Witch was like really big at that time. And I had this book that my parents got for me. It was like Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and there were different tricks, like quote spells that you could do in that book. And one was like, it came with like goofy little stuff that were like magic tricks.
Yeah.
So I thought I was like a witch.
Oh my gosh.
Had magic powers. And there was a kid in my first grade class who did as well. We were just playing pretend, but we thought we were like the brother sister duo in Witch Mountain. And he was my first crush.
Who?
Here I don't have paper on me.
So did you guys touch hands and you were like, fuck, we don't glow?
Probably.
Oh.
Yeah. And then he moved. I think the next year. I was so upset.
Oh. A lot of people had crushes on him.
Yeah, well then do you
Pause.
So
Yes, that's exactly who I'm thinking of.
In like middle school, and I was like so jealous, but I could never tell her like the whole story behind it. Okay, but anyways, yeah, so I thought I had magic powers when I was younger, and I'm obsessed with Harry Potter. So, I got a lot of vibe. It's funny you say that The Order. Now that I'm looking at it, reminds you of that dream, reminds you of The Order, because I kind of got vibes like spell vibes like that, or something like from Harry Potter, or like there's a necklace in Harry Potter that's cursed, and then it also reminded me of the Pretty Pretty Princess game. If you get like the black one in Pretty Pretty Princess, like the black jewel, I think it's like cursed or something. Or, like you
The black ring.
can't wear.
You can't
You can't
win.
win if you're holding the black ring. Like that's
Yeah,
what
you
it
have to
really
get
reminded me
a
of.
piece back.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
So
what did you take from this dream? Ow.
I got nothing. I mean, guys, I tried. So I looked up meanings of. I think I'm just a weirdo, basically. No. I mean, I'm not trying to get anybody to have a crush on me right now. I don't. I looked up the meaning of jewelry. It can represent
So I was just
things you
looking.
value in life, stones and gems. And a dream can represent things you value in life. I mean, none of it makes sense for my life. I think it was just kind of like a fun, weird processing dream.
Yeah.
But I didn't watch like one of those magic shows or movies up to that point. I mean, it was shortly after Halloween. I think it was November 9th that I had the dream. So
Here, let me go on the good old Auntie Flo here.
that's what I got. I can't really make any solid connections. Because I can't really draw from like one particular color I saw.
Here, a dream may include being under this spell or eternally casting a spell. I don't know what this one word is, and that would probably help me a lot. Can I define? Search Google for that. Oh, incantation, a series of words said as a magical spell or charm. Oh. Auntie Flo, you needed to define that for me. So,
I could have told you that, seeing that I'm part witch.
Sorry. So if you had like a dream that you're doing a spell or whatever, you can expect a friend from your past to come back to you. You get careful with new relationships. You watch and protect your property. You get cautious of new friends. You watch your tendencies for a while.
Interesting.
That was really hard to find, like to word that correctly, to get something about a spell, because there's apparently a bunch of spells that you could do to sleep. So
yeah,
opened up a whole
like
new
weirded out, and now I'm even more weirded out. Like now something creepy's gonna happen to me. I'll let y'all know.
You're okay.
But that's it. Welcome to.
I enjoyed that.
And y'all learned a fun fact about me that few people know. I think I've
Pam was a witch.
I should probably. It's not.
Hey, I just told the world that I thought I was a witch, so I just thought you should know now.
There was like a part 2 when I was in first grade that I like did something to like make that boy think that like we were connected, like either like finishing his sentence or like just something so stupid and lame. Like that's what I was thinking too. Oh God, help us, guys! 2020, baby.
Wow. What did he think? Did he think you guys were connected?
Yeah, he went around, and like this wasn't like me being a total and complete weirdo, and he was like, "Get away, you fucking witch!" Like,
get away, you witch! Like, witch!
Like not like he's murder. TV show. Like he went. We were just like playing pretend type deal. I think I probably thought I was a little more real than he did, but
you thought you were real. You were just trying to find your connection. You're just going around touching everyone's hands, probably like, we'll glow. High five. You get a high five.
I won an art contest in first grade too, and I drew a picture of a girl who was me flying over a house. So I probably thought I could fly.
This is getting better and better.
Yeah, guys, this is me, and I'm an open book.
Wait, I was just drawing hearts all over this paper. Now it looks like I was drawing hearts around that guy's name.
Oh, this is great. Look, we both had we can always find a connection. We both had dreams about that wasn't your crush, but
Yeah,
He was friends with your crush. He was friends with your hot kid.
True. True. That's because we can always connect because all we do is dream about good old
now I'm gonna buy this Sabrina magic book and I'm gonna buy it for you for Christmas.
spell book.
I found it.
Take a spell book. Oh gosh.
The Magic Handbook. This is great.
So basically it's a magic magic trick book.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's got 4 out of 5 ratings, so I think I got it at like a book fair.
Scholastic.
Gotta love public school. Woo.
Oh,
right, well, thanks,
man.
guys.
I enjoyed that, Jess, though. That was a good one.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at WTF Did I Dream Last Night. Send us your dreams to us, any types of dreams, so we can read them on our Dream Mail episodes at WTF Did I Dream Last Night at gmail.com. And we have a Patreon if you want to go find us on there at WTF Did I Dream Last Night pod. Woo.
If anyone else has ever read Sabrina the Teenage Witch Magic Handbook circa November 1st, 1998, can you please let me know? And if you still have it, I'll buy it from you. Thanks.
eBay.
Yeah, it's $20. $20.57. I will accept that as a Patreon donation. Thanks.
Oh, man.
All right, y'all. Well, thanks for listening. And until next time, happy dreaming.
Bye.